there's this complex that many black women have that their own men don't want them. Like, without even fully talking to him, it's very common to make assumptions based upon a few things. How's the hair looking? How's the hairline? What is the hairstyle? That already is like, it's giving he's with a white girl. Especially the attractive ones, especially the ones that like athletes that have athletic builds, and they assume he's with a white girl. They assume there's something wrong with him. It's almost like, I'm going to reject him before he can reject me.
So, what does it mean when a woman tells you you look like you only date white women? I've heard this a lot. I just don't understand it.
Okay. Okay. Let me unpack this a little bit. You look like you only date white women. This is like, I'm laughing because this is so accurate. And I will say, as a black woman, like we will absolutely judge a dude. I hate to say it, but admit it, but like absolutely judge a dude without even really knowing him, like without even fully talking to him. Like, it's very common to make assumptions based upon a few things. How's the hair looking? How's the hairline? What is the hairstyle? That already is like, it's giving he's with a white girl. That can be a thing. Outfit. It's just something about the outfit. Again, I'm not saying this is right or logical. I'm just trying to explain to you how black women will judge black men. If the outfit just seems just a little off with a white girl, that's definitely it. Like the way the jeans fit. If the jeans are fitting funny, no, he with a white girl. If he seems like he is talking in like proper English, there is not any urban vernacular, nothing, white girl. If he seems well educated, white girl, okay? If he's attractive, tall and attractive, white girl. Like, right? Again, this is all sounding silly, but I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We got the hair, we got the outfits, we got the jeans. That's a really a big thing. How he talks, sometimes even how he walks. If he's like into anime, white girl. Like, what I'm basically trying to articulate is he's touching upon something that's very, very true, which is these shaming tactics that are applied to black men who fit outside of some very like hyper stereotypical Pookie and Ray Ray and them kind of dynamic. And unfortunately, when black men are just themselves and they decide to be themselves, sometimes they can just be misjudged. I'm not saying this is always the case, but sometimes they can be misjudged. And I also think there is a tendency to also want to shame black men. Right? It's kind of like this reverse psychology. Like, I'm going to just judge him before he has a chance to, or I'm going to just judge him before he has a chance to reject me. Because also something that I think goes on with black women is that there has been so much hyper focus on the small percentage of black men who do date white women or who do get with white women. There's this complex that many black women have that their own men don't want them. Like, it's ingrained in our culture, even though the stats are there, even though we know it's not true, even though we know the majority of black men, even the successful ones, want black women, yet and still, because of that NBA player that they saw that they crushed on who ended up with a snow bunny, and because of the dude in middle school that was into Latinas, a lot of black women got a complex. And so they really go around just judging all black men, especially the attractive ones, especially the ones that like athletes that have athletic builds, and they assume he's with a white girl. They assume there's something wrong with him. It's almost like, I'm going to reject him before he can reject me. I believe this is really what's going on, y'all. This is just my opinion. The reason I gave you a laundry list of the different ways that black women can judge black men, even the way they wear their socks. Like, if he's wearing his socks a particular way, or the way he wears his shoes, if there's anything about him that's off or it's a little bit different, oh, he's with a white woman. And I think there's some misandry in that. And I also think that there's some there's some low self-esteem. And I think there's some rejection that black women feel, like, again, because some of them believe like, oh, the black men that I want don't want me back. So I'm going to judge him and reject him before he has a chance to reject me. Some like weird reverse psychology stuff. I don't know, yo, that's just my thoughts. But let's see what else he has to say.
To be completely honest with you, like, I could never really tell if it's the way I talk.
Yep.
It's the way I look.
It's that.
It's like, what is it?
It's that. It's all that.
Keep in mind, I'm not mad at this. I've only ever dated in my race.
Yeah, like I said, it's literally, I want to make this clear. There's not one thing a black man can do to not be put in this category. Outside of them coming with like a real like hyper, super like ghetto persona, you know what I mean? Like if he's acting like the stereotypical stuff that you see on like television or rap music videos, whatever, like the super stereotypical depiction of what a black man is, I really feel like outside of that, if he's just being the multiplicity or representing himself and just being who he is, like there's always going to be someone who judges him. Because my point is, it's not really anything that black men are doing, I think, as much as it is a lot of the narrative and a lot of the tension that is in Black America around relationships. So this is why he can't get a straight answer. He won't get a straight answer because it's not really about the straight answer. It is literally more about, I believe, unaddressed misandry, which does happen, the anti-black misandry, and the fact that you have a lot of black women who feel rejected and who feel like there are not good black men out there for them, which is a lie, but they'd rather reject the black men before they get rejected. And I think it's also some like kind of weird reverse psychology stuff that happens.
You know what I'm saying? But I just don't get it.
Yeah.
The comedic part is every time I ask like what that means to the person that said it to me, it's never really a straight answer. It usually just ends with you just do.
Yeah, and so the reason it's not going to be a straight answer is because it's not based upon logic. This is based upon emotions. You know, I'm doing this video because I'm trying to explain to you like the emotions and the perspective of something that doesn't really make sense, that isn't logical, that can't really be substantiated, that can't be proven because one, it's not true, and two, it's not based upon really anything real. It's just a lot of women who feel rejected, and then also women who just have anti-black misandry, and well, you just like date with a white girl. Well, why? I don't know, you just do. You know what I mean? You just do. And then it's like, okay. That's what I'm saying, there's nothing to that. There's literally nothing to that. And unfortunately, I have talked to many of black men who are actually very successful and prefer black women and with black women, and they get judged for that just because they know how to speak in clear, concise English. It's dumb. Y'all, it's absolutely dumb.
And do y'all see it? Because I don't see it.
There's nothing to see. I thought that video, I mean, it was short, but I thought it was pretty funny because he is not the first one to say this. And the thing about it is, as black men tend to get more and more education, when they find themselves, if they find themselves in like white collar jobs or more professional fields, then them being judged is even worse. I even remember my husband telling me he was in a situation where he was going to a meeting or something and was getting picked up. It was a black female driver, and he's talking to her and she was like, I hope you're with a black woman. This is this driver talking to my husband, telling him, I hope you're with a black woman, making the assumptions that he wasn't into black women because he was professional and because he spoke well. Like, and my husband's only been with a black woman. That's just a microcosm of a bigger issue. And I think it's just, like I said, a mixture of shaming tactics, anti-black misandry, and it's also, I think, coming from a real place of black women who feel rejected, who believe the propaganda that black men don't want them, and would rather reject the black man and shame him and do all those things versus face the possible rejection of this black man that I like not wanting me back. You guys, that's just my thoughts. But what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Thank you so much for listening if you've gotten this far, and we'll talk later. Bye.
I'm really excited to announce my new kids book, Aisha Learns to Love Her Hair. Aisha's hair is stunning, but she struggles to see its beauty. Through encouragement and wisdom from Grandma Lily, Aisha learns powerful lessons about self-acceptance. Aisha's journey is a heartwarming tale of family, culture, and confidence. Share her magical journey with your little loved one today. Available for purchase.